Welcome back to the backyard. Today, I'm hungry, but I can't cook yet. Why can't I cook? Well, it's been about a year or so since I lifted the lid off this griddle. I'm a little afraid what I'm going to find, right? So, first, I'm going to have to clean up this grill a lot. Um, I'm sure like little field mice or whatever, maybe some bugs, who knows? They probably been living in there. I'm probably going to get bit by a spider. I don't know. Something's going to happen. But first thing we're going to do is we have to look to see what it looks like. So what I did before I stopped using it last was I just did like a normal cleaning and I put some oil on it, just like everyone else does. What you don't see here, and you never really have, I don't put like covers on my stuff. So for a year, it sat here with this aftermarket cover on it. I think I got from Amazon. I don't care if it was raining or snowing. For a little while, it had a baking sheet on it that I forgot out here on top of it. So, but yeah, this is a year of just sitting out here in the elements. So let's get this thing open, see what we're going to find. Then we'll try to review some tools, right? Depending on what it looks like, we might need some tools. So let's see what she's going to look like today. After a year of sitting out here in the muck, this is what she looks like. You know what though? A lot of that is going to come off on its own. Look at this rust, right? That there, that's not so bad. I'm going to get rid of that easy. There ain't nothing, maybe on some edges over here, right? Nothing that bad here. This is going to be easy stuff to take care of. Let me just stick that right there. That'll stay right there. All right, so what we're going to do first, very important. This thing's got to get hot. So let's get her hot. What tools are we going to need for this? This is easy peasy chicken fingery, all right? We're just going to need some water. That water is going to clean up all these extra bits of whatever's on there. I got my scraper. I got the good old spatula. That's good. And this will be the most important thing, or one of the most important things. Check this out. Just a regular old pair of tongs. So look at this. You gotta do that. All right. Not everybody has these, but these are just like some terry cloths, some rags. Invest in these. Get yourself a 5-gallon bucket. Fill it up with some like I don't know, whatever you go fill it up with. Some soap, something to cut the grease off. Throw it in the corner. Let it sit. Go out there, scrub it a little bit with your hands, and bring it in, and you can reuse these. Throw them in the washing machine after you get all the grease out of it, of course. But we're waiting, and what's good is it's like 50 degrees out here. I'm cold. My wife is behind these cameras here. She looks like a purple marshmallow. She has like this little blanket jacket on, but like my normal hoodie and my Carhartt jacket. She decides she's going to wash and then say, "Hey, you need to do a video." What are you talking about, son? It's cold outside. I'm fat, I know, but I gotta stay warm. All right, we're gonna wait. We'll be back when this thing heats up. Welcome back. My grill right now is about 400 degrees. Up front, it's only 300 degrees, right? In the back, it's about 350. But right here across the center, we're topping like 500 degrees. That's pretty good. All right, here we go. We're gonna clean this mess up. Look at all that mess in there. Look how dark that rag got. Guys, that goes in your food. You don't clean this right, that's what you're gonna eat. You know? That's all right though. You keep on going. Put some more water on there. Water ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's gonna drop the temperature. But we're just trying to get it cleaned up a little bit. The heat's important. If your grill starts to cool down so much or too much, go ahead and like let it heat back up. Don't forget about the sides. You just give it a little scrub-a-dub-dub. Once you have like the grill somewhat cleaned up, right? We're not done. This ain't clean. You know, that's a little bit of the rag right there. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. All right. Once you got it somewhat cleaned up, you take this dirty rag, throw it in your bucket, right? Let's look at it though real quick. You know, we still got rough spots, but we don't have any of those big bits anymore, and it completely looks different. This is kind of important when you're out here. It's just an infrared thermometer. So I'm already at 400 in the center, 300 on the edges it looks like. That side's like 350. That's pretty good. I'll live with that. Guys, fill the link below, all right? Next thing we're going to do, we're going to oil it up. You know, all this extra stuff here, you'll notice this is going to go away with the oil. Guys, once you put your oil on, go in and just rub it, all right? Get yourself a nice clean rag. Rub it in. Make sure you get all the corners, the nooks, the crannies. You can even go around the outside. It's just like we're going to clean it right after we get done cooking. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Is I'm just going to sit here and clean it exactly how I'm going to do it. Remember, when you first put on the oil, put more than you need. A lot more than you need, right? The grill's going to absorb it. You ain't going to hurt nothing. You ain't hurting nothing by adding too much oil. And just rub it in. You'll already see it. I know it's hard to see because it's starting to get dark out here. But those rust spots, they're already gone. This thing's going to be cookable tomorrow, right? That's a good thing because I'm fat. This thing cooks a lot. Maybe I cook some fried rice soon. Huh. Someone just farted over there or something. All right. Check out over here. I already got oil on my rag. I'm going to go across the back end of it, across the sides too. Oh my God. Right, the only part I'm not going to get is underneath. But there you go. Look at that. You know, look how dirty that is. Just keep on going. And we're going to do this a few times. This grill was bone dry. It's out of here for a while. I love being outside, by the way. You hear those birds? Invisible garbage can. Look here. We're just going to put a little bit more oil on. Let it get hot. It already is hot. You can see it's hot. We're going to let it get a little bit more hot. It's hot. It stopped moving. Boom. We're just going to put in every nook and cranny. And we're going to do this a couple times. This time, I'm going to let it sit until it stops smoking. And if a bit of your rag falls off onto your grill top, that's okay, man. You're in the backyard. All right, you just pick it off later. Make sure you get your corners in the bucket, right? We're going to reuse that later, maybe for something else. We're going to let this sit. I want most of this the smoke to go away, right? I want the oil that I just rubbed in or rubbed on to like start to absorb, and I want those molecules to attach back to the grill. But you know, just real quick, you still see a little bit of amber, but that amber is just where the front end is colder than the back end, and it never really got seasoned too well. But that's all right. It will fix itself. We're almost done. We're gonna do one more oiling, but we'll be back once this smoke goes away. Okay. Most of the smoke is gone. I got my trusty infrared thermometer back. My back corner back here is 400 degrees. As I come across, right here in front of the grease trough, whatever you want to call it, it's almost 600 degrees. That's 500. As I go across the center, I'm in 700 degrees, folks. All right. And across the front right now, 350, 400, 430. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. We're going to do it one last time. One last time. Not a whole lot, just enough. See, look at all that oil going right to the center. I didn't even adjust the feet yet. Maybe I don't have to adjust the feet. You know, I'll push some oil over when I need to push it over. Get yourself another clean rag, right? And let's see what we're going to do. Same thing. Same thing. Look at that. Every nook and every cranny. Not granny, cranny. Man, my wife looks at me and says, "Did you just say granny?" No, I didn't say no granny. Ooh, look how gross that looks. Look at that. That's actually the rag starting to burn. I got to move it faster. Remember, in the center, it's almost 700 degrees. That's all right. That heat, anything we miss, that heat is going to take care of, son. If you want to sit there and scrub a dub, you go ahead. This thing's 700 degrees, 500 in the edges, like 350 in the front. Everything's dead anyways. The rust, there's no more rust here. This thing's ready to be cooked on. Actually, I might cook me some dinner on it right now. Guys, we're done. I'm going to turn these burners off. The smoke is starting to clear up, right? It's doing its job. I'm going to put that cover back on. Before I do, I want to show you this. This is kind of cool. I looked at it off camera, so I already know, right? Let me get rid of that leaf. But the inside of this thing, it's clean and shiny already. I don't even have to really clean it. You know, I will. There is some little bits of dirt in there, so I'll clean this up later. But for now, I'm going to put it right back on the grill. Right? There's nothing here that can melt. So you can put this right on the grill hot. You know, and if the neighbor's cat wants to come sit on it, well, the neighbor's cat gonna get a little surprise, son. All right, but we're done. The thing is clean enough to cook now. Tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon when my son gets home from school, I'm gonna have him come out here with a bucket of water and a green scrub brush and just have him clean up the shelving units. I'm gonna have him take this off. That is getting warm already, by the way. But have him take off this cover. He can scrub that up. And of course, before we cook on it again, we're going to do basically the same thing because before I cook, I always clean. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.